Today's mission is to unpack a foundational script focused entirely on one of the most, well, universal topics in the world.
Right. Talk about your job.
Exactly.
Right.
And if you are using this material to, master natural English conversation, you are definitely in the right place. We're going to keep our pace clear and deliberate today.
Yeah. Just really breaking it down so you can catch every single nuance. It's the perfect starting point for building confidence in everyday interactions. The structure here is just extremely practical.
Okay, let's unpack this. The material kicks right off with the ultimate conversational icebreaker.
The big one.
Right. It's almost always the first thing we ask someone new. What do you do?
And what's fascinating here is the psychology behind prioritizing that specific phrasing. Because, grammatically, asking what is your job?
Or where do you work?
Yeah, where do you work is perfectly fine. But native English speakers overwhelmingly default to what do you do?
Because it strips away the formality, right?
Exactly. It feels much more like an invitation to chat rather than a strict job interview.
That makes a lot of sense. So moving past that icebreaker, the syllabus focuses on the everyday reality of work life.
The daily routine.
Right, bringing in terms like commute the journey from home to work and work from home.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, notice how the focus shifts away from corporate jargon. It really zeroes in on the human element.
So words like colleagues.
Colleagues and tasks, not departments or key performance indicators. It grounds the language in who you actually interact with and what you accomplish on a normal Tuesday morning.
To anchor those concepts, the lesson relies on some very specific role-play scenarios. We see an engineer whose tasks involve building bridges.
A great practical example.
Right, and a nurse navigating really busy shifts at the city hospital. Plus, a content creator writing scripts in a studio.
Those scenarios are highly intentional. They give learners a clear structural blueprint.
So you can just plug your own info in.
Exactly. By seeing how a nurse or an engineer plug their daily routine into these simple sentence structures, it becomes much easier for you to swap in your own specific industry details.
I also noticed the material pushes learners away from basic descriptors like good or bad pretty early on.
Yeah, it introduces a whole suite of descriptive adjectives instead, which is great because nuance is crucial when you're trying to build fluency.
Nuance like the word challenging.
Right. A word like challenging communicates that a task is difficult, but it implies an element of intellectual stimulation. That creates a vastly different conversational tone than just saying your work is hard.
You're not just complaining.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
And the same goes for categorizing tasks as rewarding or repetitive or stressful or even creative.
It really elevates the entire conversation. You're not just stating dry facts about your employment. You're expressing how the environment actually impacts you on a daily basis.
Precisely. It allows you to inject your actual personality into the interaction.
So what does this all mean for the ultimate goal of the lesson? It wraps up with a very modern phrase, work-life balance.
It's very telling that a foundational language script ends right there.
It really is.
Framing the concept of balancing your professional tasks with your personal life, your family, and hobbies, and even sleep, shows that grasping cultural values is just as important as memorizing the vocabulary itself.
Let's turn this over to you for a moment. Take a second to mentally practice.
Okay.
How would you describe your tasks or your commute or your colleagues using this framework?
Is your current role challenging?
Is it rewarding?
And as you map out those sentences in your head, this raises an important question to ponder long after this deep dive ends.
Well, I like this. What is it?
Well, since the very first thing we are taught to ask a stranger in English is, what do you do? Does the language itself train us to tie our entire personal identity to our job titles?